we come now to what, for me, is one of the most sacred moments of these evenings. It occurs when my research reveals, as it has just revealed, that a guest on this stage is good at impersonation. When someone has the gift, I cannot resist. I am told that you are so adept at it. If our audience closes its eyes, they will actually have the impression that I am privileged to interview some people who might otherwise never have appeared on this stage. Our guest is Jimmy Stewart. And Mr. Stewart, generations of actors have admired your naturalism and your simplicity. Now, is that just Jimmy Stewart, or is it Jimmy Stewart playing a kind of Jimmy Stewart?
Well, no, Jimmy, I know what you're saying. I'm aware of what you're trying to say, and the answer is yes.
You can all testify now to the fact that I have interviewed Jimmy Stewart. Here I am. This is, after all, a kind of interview show, a talk show. And Johnny, you reigned for years as king of talk show hosts.
Oh, now we're talking.
What was the secret of your success?
You know, Jimmy, I'd love to answer that, but I don't work on Mondays.
Now, I understand that you have conducted a long correspondence with Kevin Spacey, and that he approached you once, Miss Hepburn. And I would like to know whether, what's that story? Have you actually corresponded? What do you write?
He's a stalker. He just won't leave me alone.
Well, when he writes to you, what do you respond?
He writes letters, goes on and on about himself, and I just say, good for you.
I would like to ask you, please, because you are a very good director as well as a wonderful actor, Mr. Eastwood. What is just a word of advice for our many directors out there in our school?
Well, I'd say get it done by 4 so you can hit the links.
Mr. Gielgud, am I on the right track? Mr. Gielgud, American actors envy your impeccable diction. How did you acquire it?
No, went to school, you know, trained for years and years.
Marlon? English actors do not admire your diction. How did you acquire it? Could it by any chance have been a result of your training at the Actors Studio?
Listen, I didn't learn tiddly twat at the Actors Studio. And frankly, I'm just sick and tired of all you cats just living off my name forever. So leave me alone and bring me the Doritos, would you?
Well, Mr. Walken, you are, despite what was just said, a distinguished member of the Actors Studio, and this is your second time on this stage. Do you have a response for Marlon?
Well, you know... He's just stoned, you know. You gotta forgive him, you know. He's crazy that way.
I'm going to call on another member of the Actors Studio, distinguished member of the Actors Studio, to respond. Mr. Pacino. You've already been immortalized by Kevin Spacey on Saturday Night Live. We all saw that. How did you feel about it? Were you pleased?
Oh, funny.
Didn't bother you at all?
No. Can I get a cappuccino?
I know that, like so many of our students who remember your evening here on the stage with us, Kevin Spacey often looks to you, Jack Lemmon, for professional wisdom. What is your final word tonight? What is your advice to our young students?
I wish the hell he'd stop calling me. Leave me the f*** alone.